Morning you guys, it's Karen and I'm here to do a Makeup Addiction Cosmetics haul. I bought some pigments, some lipsticks, some eyeshadows and a makeup brush in their sale. But I have got one pigment that I've had for a couple of years now from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. It's a long name, isn't it? And it's French Manicure, and it's one that every time I wear it you guys give me compliments. I adore the colour, I adore the formula, you know, I've really enjoyed it, so I thought I would buy some more pigments. So I think I've used quite a few of these things so I can show you pictures of what they look like on. What I'll do is I'll put the price on screen as they are now, because obviously I got them in the Black Friday sale and there was quite a big discount. The first thing I want to talk about is this, and this is the only brush I bought from them. I did actually look at them and was tempted to buy more. I don't know why, because it's not like I specifically need any brushes. I just fancied some new brushes, but I thought, let me just order this one and see what they're like. And I'm really glad I did that, because this is not very good. This is the small tapered blender. The first thing I thought when I used it was, it doesn't feel soft. Like, this is what I was using it for, this kind of area. And as soon as I do that, it's like, ow. It doesn't feel soft at all. But I used it 2 days in a row with 2 different shadows just to see, was it any good at blending? And it's okay, it's just okay, but it doesn't feel soft. It feels kind of prickly, and it's just okay at blending. So that is a failure for me, unfortunately. Next I bought this box of lipsticks. This is the box it came in. It's called Nude Attire. And in there is 4 liquid lipsticks. These are the 4 colours, and I was actually going to buy one, and if they hadn't been a sale I would have ordered this one. This one is called Bare Naked, and I thought it really looked like the Steely liquid lipstick in Caramello. Turns out it's nothing like it. However, I ordered the 4 because, like I said, it was on sale and thought I'd give them a try. And let me show you. Will I do swatches for you? Because I think I've got something to show you of each one. The beigey one, the Bare Naked one that I thought was like Steely liquid lipstick, is, I'm pretty sure I've got a picture of me wearing this, is too, I suppose you could say it's too cool. You know, swatching it on my hand, I can see where I would be. Oh yeah, that's a good colour for me. But actually on my lips, it made me look dead. It isn't the kind of colour I'm going for at all. And interestingly, I wouldn't have ordered any of the other 3 lipsticks. The one I'm wearing today is Peach Smitten. But I have got over the top of it a bit of lip gloss, because these are matte liquid lipsticks that do dry down. So I've got it on today, but on top I've got a bit of this Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in 01. But this is a really nice peach colour, as you can see. I actually really like that, so I was pleased with that. And then I saw the 2 darker colours and I thought, I'm sure one of those is going to be a dupe for Kat Von D Lolita. And in the picture I put on Instagram, I said exactly that. It looks to me like a dupe. Now, I haven't actually put them side by side, but what I did was I wore it with my lip liner. That is Lolita, the Kat Von D Lolita Lip Liner. So that's the first colour there. Peach Smitten, this one is called CEO Uncovered, and then there's an even darker colour called Half Naked, and that was pretty nice as well. I was surprised how nice that looked on me, because I don't normally wear anything that dark. Let me get Kat Von D Lolita and see how close they are. Okay, I've got Kat Von D Lolita, and I'm going to put that underneath the one that I think it's a dupe of. Because it's definitely a good match, but I don't know whether it's a dupe or not. It actually looks like a combination of these 2, doesn't it? But like I said, wearing it with wearing this one with the Kat Von D Lolita lip liner, you couldn't really tell the difference. It looked pretty spot on. So we'll see what they're like when they dry, although once they dry I'm never going to get them off my hand. So that's the colours. The formula in these is not one that I love. It's one that it dries down, but it stays sticky. So if I didn't put this lip gloss on top, and I put my lips together, they would sort of peel apart. Do you know what I mean? They'd stick together and then sort of slowly peel apart, and it stays like that. That never ever goes away. I haven't found that too much of a problem because what I've done is always put a powder over it, and I always do that anyway. It's something that I've always done with lipstick, liquid lipstick that I have been wearing for many, many years. I put it on, put powder, translucent powder over the top, and then I put some kind of lip balm or lip gloss over the top. And so that hasn't been a huge problem. It's more so with the darker colours a problem, because the powder thing I've mostly done with nude colours. I wouldn't necessarily do it with darker colours, because I always think that then you're putting a lip balm on and that's when you're likely to smudge the colour, you know, but it didn't smudge the colour at all with the darker colours. The colours lasted on my lips absolutely fine, the same as any other liquid lipstick that I own, the same as my Stila ones and the same as the Kat Von D. They're the two kind of main ones that I use. I did notice that I don't like the smell of some of them. They smell different. Let me see if this one, yeah, that one's got a sort of fruity smell, and I don't like fruity smells, so you might not mind that one. Let's see this peach one. No, that's the same. I think the darker ones have got a stronger smell. Yeah, the darker ones have got a stronger smell, and I just don't like it at all. But it's not, you know, obviously you put it on your lips and then the smell goes away. You can't smell it all day long or anything. It's only while you're applying it. It's like, ooh, what's that horrible smell for me? And it might not be the same for everybody. Okay, so that's the lipsticks. They have dried down there, and you can see that it's a fairly good alternative to, that's Kat Von D. That one's a good alternative, but it's a bit more rosy. It's got a bit more colour to it. This other one is a bit more of an exact dupe, which is half naked. The darker one is more of a dupe, I think, isn't it? But it's maybe a tad darker. Let me show you first. Okay, let me get these off my hand, which is going to be tricky. I've just gone over them with a wipe and nothing's happening at all. I need some oil, I think, for this. See, I've put oil on the top there to see if I can budge them. I think this is why they lasted okay with balm on, and I'm pressing really, really hard. The Kat Von D one has come off, but these ones are only just starting to come off. I'm going to put some more. They're not quite as hard as that to get off, but I like that because it means, like I said, that you can put a moisturiser on top and they still stay looking true to colour. Let me show you the two eyeshadows before the pigments, because I know that not everybody's into pigments, and so you can check out after that if you like. So it's only these two big ones that I bought from there. The other three are, that's Nabla Cosmetics, and those two are Makeup Geek. I don't have many little pots like this. So I bought this one in Eden. So it looks like that. And I have got a picture of me wearing that. And I bought this one in Poison Ivy, and I completely forgot to take a picture, but it's lovely. That's the colour there. Really beautiful eyeshadow, you know, nothing wrong with them at all. Blend really well, really pigmented, not hard to apply. Yeah, I like that. I'm always on the hunt for a green to match the one in my Too Faced Chocolate Bar Gold palette. That one doesn't match it, but it is a really nice green. So I like both of those eyeshadows. I actually wish they were smaller. It's great value for money, but I don't think anybody nowadays, with all the inexpensive eyeshadows, I don't think there's any need to have anything that big. You know, I don't think we go through eyeshadows that quickly, do we? So I wish they were a normal size. Included in my package was this Sunkist highlighter, and I think that what they do is they put a little something in each package, because I didn't order this. I don't wear highlighter. I am going to try it as an eyeshadow because it's a really beautiful, beautiful colour, and it's got a sort of peach shift to it. And when I say they put something in every package, I had a customer service issue with them, which they dealt with really, really well. So basically I ordered the pigments, but what arrived was I got a gold one, two gold ones, and one of them was one I hadn't ordered. It's called Gold Digger, and I got that instead of the one that I'd ordered called Cashmere Rose, which is what I've got on my eyes today. So I got in touch, I sent them a photo of, you know, the additional Gold Digger one that they could see I hadn't ordered, and they apologised and said they were sending another one out immediately. They haven't asked me to return the gold one, and and it arrived the following day. It was so quick, so I was really impressed with that. But in that package there was just a spoolie that you would use for your eyebrows. That happened to be really, really useful for me actually. I've been using it. So I think that this was maybe just they add a little free gift in with each package. That's what I'm assuming. Okay, on to pigments. Now, the way that I wear pigments is I put my eye primer on my eyelid, put my pigment on, then I go in and do the outer corner eye and make sure everything's kind of buffed out and make sure my crease is okay. And then I go back in with a specific brush, the Zoeva 237, I think it might be. And I spray it with water, micellar water, moisturising mist, anything like that that's okay for the eyes. And I go in and just apply a little bit more on top. And that's what really gives it that pop. And that's why I love pigment. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Nip Fab spray here and I'm just going to spray that on my hand a little bit. You don't need very much at all, but I'm doing that so that you can see the colour that they are. The first one I'm going to show you is the one that I already had and that you see me wearing because, like I said, it's the one that kind of made me want to buy more. So this is French Manicure. Isn't it beautiful? It's a sort of peach with a gold duochrome, peach and gold duochrome. So that's the one I already own. The next one I'm going to show you is pink and it is called Valentine, and I have worn that, so I've got a picture for you. Put it underneath it and it's just stunning. I think that's just such a pretty pink. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in an angle where you haven't got the light shining so much that you can't see it. I wasn't going to swatch the next one, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but I will. Only because I've got it on my eyes. But this next one is Cashmere Rose, and I wanted to see what it was like next to French Manicure, because they're both in that sort of corally colour range. But so that's Cashmere Rose there, but Cashmere Rose is a lot darker and a lot less peachy, isn't it? That one's much peachier. That's the one I've got on my eyes today. There we go. To do it so that you can see it. That's the peachy pinky ones. Then let me undo these. Okay, as I'm undoing these, let me tell you why I didn't want to swatch that. I wasn't going to swatch that other one. The packaging is a blooming nightmare. If you remember Makeup Geek pigments, do you remember that they used to be completely messy? And I don't think they had a little insert in them. These do. I'm going to show you the one that's least messy here just now. These do have an insert, but they are still super, super messy. I have found that with the one I have, I never actually open it. I've decanted it into a smaller one. So you can see they do have the little insert in it. And this is the one I've just opened. But this is the French Manicure one. I'm going to try and be really, really careful, but show you that it's all around the edge and it's all in the lid. And as soon as you open it, it's just everywhere. You know, you're covered in it. It goes on your clothes everywhere. So I have actually bought these little metal tins and I'm going to put the pigments in there and label them. And I already had, the rest of my pigments are in little plastic pots because I tend not to keep a whole pigment because you just never ever use it. They last for so long. You need the tiniest amount that, you know, a little bit in a pot is fine. So this one is my Makeup Addiction Cashmere Rose. You can see I've put it on the back there, and it's just in, this was a pigment pot that I bought from Etsy, so I just used that. Okay, so I've got the rest of them out. Let's find out what that one is. Gold, that's Gold Digger. So this next one is the one that I didn't order, but it arrived. It's a yellow gold, a real yellow gold. It reminds me of one from a pigment from Makeup Geek that I don't actually have anymore. Dear, I haven't worn that one yet. I'm not sure about that. I think the reason I gave away the Makeup Geek one is I thought it was too greeny. That one isn't too greeny. It is just kind of strictly yellow, isn't it? But I'm not sure how I feel about that colour. I'm going to leave that top off actually. The next one is called Gold Diamond, and I did order this one, and this one is a more of an orangey gold. and that seems to be the sort of gold that I like. It reminds me of one in the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. That's that one there. And then the final pigment that I bought was another green, and it's called Venetian Gold. So I guess it's a greeny gold. The water on my hand keeps evaporating. Yeah, it's just I think that is just a green, but I can see it's a very shiny green. So I haven't tried that one either yet. I've not tried any of the golds at all. That looks like it's going to be very nice. So if you love pigments, then I think you will really enjoy the ones by Makeup Addiction. They've got lots of other colours, really, really pretty colours, really good pigment, you know, doesn't come off my eyes, lasts really well, and you can make it look really bright and shiny. You know, they're absolutely beautiful. Like I said, though, the packaging is an absolute nightmare. And even this one, this little plastic pot, when I opened it this morning, that's, like I said, it's got the Cashmere Rose, and then I went to close it and I can see that the powder comes out of the lid onto the surrounding, and I blew it just like that, and there was sparkles of dust everywhere. I've got now glitter covering my trousers, covering the sofa. You know, I could see them all in the air. So they are messy, but I think it's worthwhile. I've always loved pigments. So that was a pretty successful haul. The only thing I really thought was a fail was the brush. The lipsticks are a little bit sticky, but put a bit of powder on and then a bit of lip balm and they're absolutely fine, and they still don't budge. Might get a little bit of lipstick on like a coffee cup or something, but you know, you won't get absolutely zero, but they're fine. They last, they don't, you know, fade patchy or anything like that. They still looked good at the end of the day. The pigments are really good quality. They look really beautiful and they stay on no problem. And I think they're really good prices, especially with the sale. So like I said, I'll put the normal prices in, but I would hurry along and have a look just in case that sale is still going on when I get this video up for you. I'll get it up as soon as I can, of course. Okay, so you know what I've got on my face? Well, you know what I've got on my eyes and lips anyway. On my face, I've got the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, the new foundation in N40. On my cheeks, I have got the Nars blush in Orgasm. I've got a tiny little travel size one of those, so I thought I would see what I thought today. These earrings are very old, but they're from H&M. I always get asked where they're from when I wear them. I do love them. And this top is from Next, and that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you again soon.